Minecraft stream 22 grand. What? Floor repairs 300 grand.
You gonna text her?
Floor repairs 300,000. Actually crazy. But I ain't gonna lie, for some reason I felt like this was coming, because at the end of the day I feel like everybody fake expose a business like after they like cut ties with them. I don't know.
I'm not even gonna play no sound effects. This ain't no game. They sent my ass a $50,000 bill. What is you talking about? Now I'm not gonna lie. I don't know if that was some type of April Fool's prank. It was August, but yeah, bro.
Huh? We're not even with them anymore.
It's a weird, scary world we living in.
How do I? 4th of July party 5 grand? Minecraft stream 22 grand. What? Floor repairs 300 grand.
You gonna text her?
Floor repairs 300,000.
Not answering. I'm not in that anymore.
Any chance that I get to gritty on the graves of the Faze organization, I just smile. Even though they've been disconnected from the organization for a couple months.
300,000 for some damn floor repairs though, dog. Holy shit. Fuck, was y'all shooting at the floor?
Now, it seems as though the streamers that made up the organization of Faze are in a bit of a pickle. They've been hit with some bills, and I mean massive bills, relating to damages and other content-related things while they were in the group, even though it seems as though this shouldn't be right. This kind of highlights the underhanded nature of signing to one of these groups, and it was a part of...
And you know what's so crazy? They knew what they was doing because they waited until they so-called were out, quote unquote, and then they said, yo, we're gonna slap you with a $500,000 bill. What are you gonna do about it, huh? You're under contract. What are you gonna do?
Warnings that a lot of people gave to them during that time. Now, of course, there is one person who should be answering to all of this, but he's not around. But boy, oh boy, I am sad, but I am happy that this story just keeps on giving. It's the gift that keeps on giving. If you're new to this and you want to be true to this, please make sure you hit that subscribe button. It's gonna go a long way for the channel. I've got some massive bills that are piling up, no different than Faze. Mine are for like dental work, and you know, my kneecaps are a little bit bruised up. I need to go to the doctor, stuff like that. Every subscription counts. It's gonna help me out. Now, back into the video. I thought the worst news that was gonna come out of this week was that Faze Rug wasn't gonna be participating in the gaming challenge that they had going on. But this formally...
There was a... Yo, Faze Clan still was uploading shit, bro. I would have got off the face of the planet, bro. Fries,
reputable
bro.
Group is still going through hell. I think people have to remember that Faze was one of the biggest, if not the biggest, organization to come out of content creation, full stop. Maybe behind Mr. Beast or whatever the case may be, but definitely in the gaming sphere. They topped it all. Celebrities were in it. Brands were in it. People were rocking the merch.
Snoop Dogg was like on the Faze wave. Say word.
Oh, Ronnie James was in it at one point in time. But with the different controversies, they've had so many issues.
Nah, I remember that.
I'm talking about
Ronnie
the company
James
going public and its stock collapsing, massive layoffs and internal restructuring, long-term members criticizing the group and the organizational structure, and creators leaving only to diss them once they get off the platform. All this.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie, bro. It's really crazy to see, like, bro, and they be like breaking off at their peak. I'm starting to see that's a trend too. Like a lot of like streamers, content creators, even like certain brands, like they just fall off at their peak. Some crazy shit happen at some point.
Bad business has followed them a long way. And now when we transition into the streamer era, and now that it's kind of over, it is still haunting them. Now, I want it to be clear, it seems as though the Faze boys are doing great right now. Although they can't make group content simply due to the fact that they still have some attachment and ties there. Maybe there was like a non-compete clause. Individually, they are thriving.
No. I signed in 2023.
So
2 more years I got. Yeah. Oh man, I'm gonna drop a whole doc, nigga.
Yo, the nigga said he's about to drop a Faze documentary. That nigga is going to get sued, gang. How do I tell you, gang? They are gonna sue this nigga for defamation. I'm telling you, bro. Like, bro, they just don't know when to stop in this shit, bro. I keep it a buck, bro. Niggas don't know when to stop in this shit, bro. They're going to sue the shit out of bro. I'm not gonna lie.
Maybe should be the broke boys.
That's not a bad sound. DBB?
DBB, the broke boys.
D-double-B? Ooh.
That's not bad at all.
Pepsi sent me it. I miss Pepsi. Anyone else, bro? Drop on me if you miss Pepsi right now.
Wait, you fired him?
No, I can't speak on why I can't be with him right now. From legal reasons.
Wait, no fucking way
Stop.
that the
Bad
Faze
jokes, bad
contracts
jokes, bad jokes,
act.
No way.
Bad jokes right
No
now.
fucking way.
Good job to joke.
He's
Yo,
under.
it's crazy what they really make you do under these contracts. Like, you can't even talk about certain things. You just gotta let it happen. And there's literally nothing you can do about it. Literally nothing. Like, this shit is crazy.
Faze contract is crazy. Yo, I'm gonna say it loud and proud.
Oh no, this
Like,
is
you
when I
could
get
see
along.
the 720 live in full effect. I'm not gonna lie.
Lawsuit, GG's. Love you, boys.
I
Love
would
you, boys.
break those contracts instantly.
Love you, boys.
And just tank it. If they go after me, they're wrong, and they will tank. I mean, they'll publicly tank everything.
If I speak, I'm in big trouble.
Whoa. So the assistants were signed to contracts as well, and they can't follow them after the group has been disbanded. Oh my God, Banks had these boys next to kin tied up. So for the foreseeable future,
Yeah,
we'll be seeing
I don't
them
know
in-
why you thought like a corporation like that wasn't gonna, like, you know what I'm saying, have their contract 100% sturdy, you heard? They know what the fuck they're doing. I'm not gonna lie.
maybe some sort of duos or
But it's like, this makes me ask a question. How do you avoid this then? Like, if you know this information, like I know this information, but how do I avoid this then? If I still want to make money and I still want to capitalize off of what I do, how do I avoid this?
shoot type of things, but of course do their 2-year non-compete agreement while they still handle some stuff behind closed doors. They can't do group content, but that's okay. The reason why it'd be okay is because they should be done with any other dramas. They just gotta sit on their hands, wait their time, and then they should be able to pop out. But while they were sitting on their hands, these guys came and got their pockets tapped by big bank banks, saying that they owed them an insane amount of money for damages related to content and other things.
It's bad? This is frying you, right?
How?
This is
I wasn't even
frying.
in a Helmet Heads video. I didn't even make a Helmet Head song.
Bro, the nigga just got fined 300,000 and he's sitting there with a smile on his face. Hell no, dog. I ain't gonna lie. Yo, Fries, end this shit, bro. Before I get mad at this shit, yeah? Yo, end this shit.
Mind you.
What?
They got paid for that.
What?
So I shouldn't tell them that we need all the money from the YouTube.
What Helmet Heads?
Tell them that we need all the money from the YouTube then.
Helmet Heads was 10.
They finessing Silk, nigga. They was finessing ever since they got us locked in that fucking.
Wait, Drew.
Wait, they're
But
talking
the
about.
thing is, though, I ain't gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie. Maybe this is just the trials and tribulations you gotta go through, because it's just like, yo, Faze really made them like really, really big. Like, they were big before individually, right? But now they're at the point where it's just like, damn, I could just spark up stream and do whatever the fuck I want to, gang. Like, now it's just like, now they gotta sit in this shit for 2-3 years, gang. 2-3 years. That's a lot of time in streaming, and they're still taking your money. That's crucial. And I know some of these people, like, they like 26, 25. Boy, gonna be like 28, 29 by the time you get out of this contract.
They're not talking about this. They're talking about this house.
Brother, we're talking M's.
No, I'm talking about. They're not talking about.
We are talking
No, I'm
M's.
saying.
M's.
Listen. They're talking about the house that we live in currently.
No, Sabaton.
Oh yeah. I'm not signed to nothing.
Now, according to Faze, it seems as though the charges are
yeah. I'm not signed to
related to
nothing.
property damage. But this raised a lot of questions. It seems as though these boys were in some sort of 360 type of situation. The house was used heavily for the streams, the events, and content directly tied to the organization. So if the house in and of
Yo,
itself...
this is what I think. I think they be average, and this is a known thing, right? This is just a known fact. I'm pretty sure everybody knows this, and maybe common sense ain't so common. Yo, they market 720 deals with fun. Literally. Like, yeah, bro, this is gonna be lit, and then next thing you know, you owe these niggas $1 million just for, like, the shit that they were supposedly supplying you. You know what I'm saying? Like, even though it's in the contract, it's like they put on a front, they make it sound different. You know what I mean?
was
At the
tied
given
to
time.
revenue generating
Like, when they
ventures.
offered this
Why
contract,
is
they
it that
probably
the
didn't say no
guys
shit like
are
that.
on the hook
Like,
for all of this
how
money?
he
Now, we've
exactly
seen things
said
like
it.
this before in the music industry, where everything about your life is now needed to be recouped even after the fact. Somebody may have gifted you a car as a signing bonus, gave you a chain to be a part of a certain label or set or group or whatever the case may be. And then when you try to leave, all of a sudden you're getting a bill or you're getting your final paycheck cut at the knees simply due to the fact that you signed up for this. You got to remember that the Faze house in and of itself was a major center for everything. Streaming hub, collaboration space, content house. And while there were some damages that took place, because I could only imagine what those floors look like as people dragged a bunch of different things around them, I'm gonna blame Faze themselves for not
Yo,
putting
niggas said 300,000 for them floor repairs, though, dog. I ain't gonna lie, they might have to knock on my door for that one. You heard?
Putting some sort of covering on those floors. These are kids. Why would you have a real hard wood on these floors? I don't think that people understand this stuff. That first A&P house was Mariah Carey's old house that had Mariah Carey, the singer, songwriter, the artist, and her individual effects in there. I always thought to myself, because there used to be these horse statues in the house, why are these seemingly expensive horse statues and figurines in a house in which we're about to do a paintball war and fireworks in? It's the stupidest thing in the world. But the problem,
I think it is, but that's what got them. That's what made it go crazy, was because, yo, bro, you're in an expensive ass house with expensive ass items, and you're just shooting paintballs like it's nothing. Like, y'all niggas can just like get this shit cleaned in a couple hours. You heard?
is that the house gets
I think that's
elevated
what made
from
it more
just a
exciting for
living
niggas,
space.
which is
it is
crazy,
a part
but-
of the content. It is a part of the brand. It is a thing in and of itself. Any damages related to it should have been covered by some sort of insurance, right? Faze K-San would take to the internet and elaborate more on the situation, and ultimately it would lead to all signs pointing to the people at the top and the ones that negotiated the deal are asshats. Faze K-San says, so it's okay to not pay your creators money you owe them from brand deals you committed. Do these brands know they're doing this? I have to pay taxes on these deals too that I'm not getting paid for. How is this legal?
The boys are at the height of everything. They're back to
I'm
back.
telling you, and there's something in that contract. It's something in there that allows them to do that they probably skipped over, they lawyer skipped over, or even was work. I like it. Like, bro, there's something in there, bro.
Here, everybody in Faze averaging 10, 20K. Oh, all the boys are averaging 10, 20K viewers. And then like the best sponsor we could grab was Four Loko. It was, I was sitting there thinking,
Four Loco?
like something's weird. Like I feel like, especially with now, the best we can do is Four Loko. Bro, there's 7 people in Faze averaging 20K viewers. These motherfuckers, they should have been on a cover of cereal boxes. Like,
Yeah, I know Swag is like proud of Adapt, bro, because it was just like he was in the same era that he was doing. But I feel like Swag just never broke off from Call of Duty. Like, he literally loved the game so much, like it just became what he does.
I was
and
sitting
he's
there
just
like, wait, there's something's not making
it is
sense.
what it
Like,
is.
how the fuck, like 2 years ago, did we have Porsche and McDonald's? Ron has 35K viewers building a slide. I remember I called one of the internal people. I said, yo, Ron is averaging 35K viewers building a slide in the back of the backyard. It should be a Nike slide. Why is it not a Nike slide?
The reason why all this is happening is because everybody
gonna
was in
lie.
bed with each other except for the people that were actually creating.
Another thing that people been saying is that like the view bots thing really messes up people deals, because when they like get caught up with it, it's crazy. And a lot of allegations have been thrown around lately. I personally don't think none of them do it, but I also think that it could be a possibility where it's like, you know how brand deals work, you get incentives, yo, get extra viewers, more money. Like, shit like that happens. Now that this is so mainstream, you feel what I'm saying?
The content. Look, the reality of it is that no matter what that article said from the person who ended up buying a majority stake in Faze, they were tapping the pockets of the streamers and creators every which way they can go. As K-San said, they were doing brand deals in which they then had to pay taxes on, and then they didn't receive money. And mind you, these brand deals,
Yo, bro, what the fuck did I even do this shit for? Like, what did I even do this shit for? What did I even pick the sponsorship up for, bro?
are no longer the brand deals of old. They're not the Porsches. They're not the McDonald's. They're the Four Locos. They're the fantasy companies. There are all these other types of deals that are closely associated with the owners. You know, the owners used to be ex-CEOs of these companies, and it's all convoluted. But now, for whatever reason, these guys are having to pay damages on a house that should have come with a big brand deal in the first place that covered all these things. It's not like this is their first rodeo. And so now they're holding payments while sending a bill. That just doesn't make any type of sense. Let me put it in the layman's perspective.
And if you already got the money for it, right, and they're not getting the money, the next thing that would be business-wise, and well, just looking in my opinion, is that why wouldn't you take the money that you already have? You might as well take that off their bill, gang. So basically, they owe nothing. If they talking about M's that you owe them, 300K to the M's that they've been giving you, my debt is zero, gang. I'm taking this to court. You're bugging the fuck out. What are you talking about? What are you saying to me right now? Unless it was written, and the sad thing is that I feel like this shit was written in the contract, bro. So it's just like, all the shit that I'm saying is basically invalid, gang.
Think about if you went to work for 5 years or so, and every day when you went into the office, you made some coffee, you might have made some water cups, used their ice or whatever the case may be, used their microwaves, and you parked in the parking lot. You want to leave the corporation, and upon receiving your final paycheck, you realize that it's been short. Hell, it's always been short. There's always been a few dollars here and there missing. And then they send you a bill for the cups, for the ice, for the straws, and for the microwave usage. Now, all these things helped get your work done throughout the day.
This reminds me, like, as you work as a cashier, you know, if like, oh, if you miscount or something, they take it out of your paycheck. It's like them not actually taking it out your next paycheck. It's like them waiting, stacking up as you're like fucking up, and then wait till like your 10th paycheck and be like, yeah, we taking $500, $1,000. Yo, we taking your whole check, nigga. You're not getting it. As a matter of fact, yo, wait till next Wednesday. Fuck you talking about. Ain't gonna lie.
They even started charging you for chair usage. Maybe one broke or you had to switch a laptop cable. All these things are things that help get the job done on a day-to-day basis. But now the company is charging you for it, and they're withholding pay from your check. This is how nasty this is.
I don't know what I can and can't say on this bitch in terms of Faze legalities and money and shit, but just know there are no strings on me. There was never no strings on me, so we are good on this side. You understand what I'm saying? I make sure I read my shit front and back. I don't play about those, bro. And that's why I like using my own shit. I need something done, I'll handle it. I'm good. You want to pay for my rent? I'm cool, gang.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie, bro. And I feel like at a certain point, like, niggas gotta wake up and read, I don't know, hand these contracts to either somebody that is very educated with this, or if you know it yourself, educate yourself as best as you can, gang. Cause it's just like, yo, bro, you're locked in 3 years in a deal and you like making content for this company. They're still getting money off your shit and there's nothing you can do about it. Like, that's actually crazy as hell.
I don't want no leverage on me, cuz. Can't do it. They some hoes for that, though. My dog, they gonna be good, though. They gonna be good. We ain't talking about that, cause I don't know what I can't get. They gonna be good. Hopefully.
Now, off rip, I know people would
Nigga said hopefully. Holy shit. He ain't got no hope in this shit. He ain't got no hope.
And say that they probably had different contracts because Rage came in with a level of success that maybe others didn't, et cetera, et cetera. But during the whole debacle, Rage came to the
room, because now you're taking advantage of niggas' popularity, and now they're all kind of on the same even playing field now. So it's just like, it kind of helps Faze's case. Like, that's so crazy how niggas play it, bro. This shit is chess, bro. This shit is chess. This shit is chess, bro.
And said, as I
This
remember,
shit is chess.
that he
because now they have the leverage to say now, oh yeah, you signed the contract, and also you got as many views, like, you've never seen this amount of views ever in your life, gang. Like, you pulled a peak. I'm pretty sure every one of them, while they were in Faze, they pulled their peak. That's just my opinion. I don't know. Like I said, I don't know everybody's analytics, but
always knew that stuff.
I feel like it
wasn't
was
just
a very
handed out for free.
significant jump.
$multi-million house for the free ski. We got some kid, all this shit lined up. I'm like, yo, that sounds too good. So I'm supposed to drop my whole life, my whole world, and go to LA and just believe niggas just got me out there? No, bro. No, bro. And imagine if I would've. I would've been out there in LA homeless with fucking $10 looking for a place to fucking sleep. Imagine I did that shit, nigga.
Granted, these things.
Yeah, yo, bro. I ain't gonna lie, bro. They fake giving the game, bro. They fake giving the game for the future, bro. Like for sponsorship, brand deals. Like, I feel like this is something that niggas, like, even if you're an entrepreneur, you should watch this shit and see how, like, niggas is getting fucked over in these brand deals, gang. Like, and I know a lot of the income that a lot of people have, it comes from brand deals.
It might have always existed in the contract in and of itself, but I find it very, very, very interesting how people on the internet, I'm talking about people that commentate on these situations, give grace to these kids when coming to understand contractual obligations. You should have read these things, lawyer up, all these, et cetera, et cetera. Sure, they should have read their contracts, probably had a legal team go over the paperwork and all this other stuff, but I'm saying this as a 29-year-old. And
yeah, I ain't gonna lie, regardless of the fact, regardless of the contract situation, yo, damn. Turn that shit off. I ain't gonna lie. I be having alarms on my shit, bro. I be having like 10 alarms on my shit. Shit crazy. But regardless of the contract situation, I feel like, yo, people are just evil people, bro. Niggas are just evil. Like niggas just see an opportunity and it's just like snakes in the grass, gang. Like it's just so bad. Like, and the funny thing is that niggas, cause now it's even worse because niggas could smell potential. Like somebody will just be around you and like just in case you win, gang. You feel what I'm saying?
And for what it's worth, I can be honest because I don't know why we put up these facades on the internet. I don't read every single contract. I don't read every single terms of service agreement. I don't read a bunch of different things. Most people don't. And these companies know that. That's why they bury those details. The phrase, the devils in the details come from this specific thing. But that doesn't make it any less manipulative just because it's in there. Especially when you give these contracts to...
I mean, yeah, but also it should make you wiser. Like a lot of these rappers, like you see them, and you know what I'm saying? We see this type of stuff. Like, at what point are we gonna say like, okay, we know the stove is hot. What can we do to not burn ourselves? Like, I feel like we gotta have that conversation as well. Just as we had the conversation that niggas are just evil, gang. That like we just got evil niggas in the world, and that's just what it is. It's no dodging it. I ain't gonna say there's no dodging it. Obviously, that's what we just talked about. But there's no making that person good. Some niggas are just evil and they're gonna forever be evil.
Early 20-something-year-olds fill it with a bunch of legal jargon and have some sort of scummy 40-year-old man act as if he's cool with these young men, run around, you know, hang with them, take them to clubs, etc., ultimately to push a piece of paper in front of their face. In another industry, they would call that PIMPing, but you know, we're not going to use that word because it has certain connotations and other things like that. I don't want to, you know, water that word down. It's
just also, right? And why would you not just be real with them? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, instead of selling a dream, maybe somebody will say yes just because they know, yeah, I can get some popularity off this. Let me take the hit for 2-3 years. Some people will do that. Like, all jokes aside. And sometimes it's good for their career because now they're going to, like, every single one of them is going to leave a situation with a clear name. And now Faze is going to be, like, the brand is going to be absolutely in crumbles after this situation. Once they leave, we're not talking about Faze, gang. Nobody's ever talking about Faze again. Like, ever. There's no reason to bring it up. Dead ass. There's no reason to bring Faze up. So now you just fucked up an opportunity when they could have just said, you know what? I'll take the money hit. Probably for the next 2-3 years, I'm still going to get a lot of money, still going to get a lot of views because I'm also coming with attention myself. Plus, I'm in a group with other creators and we made a thing now. So instead of having a good relationship all around and them possibly saying yes, they just burnt every bridge possible. Now you have no connections to the biggest streamers ever. Now every CEO of the brand companies, once they split from Faze and they get brand deals, Faze is just going to be an idea. A memory, sorry.
What it is.
Where's the money? I'm this fucking guy who's trying to take everything from everybody. Where is it? Then why the fuck am I millions of dollars in debt? Where is it? It's in.
Because he's not directly getting the money. He partially owns Faze. And that's the thing that I think a lot of niggas miss. Like I said, I don't know Faze, what they did with their contract. But eventually when you make so much money, like you sell it to somebody that could possibly make it more money. So now you're taking now instead of owning 100% of it, now you only probably own like what, 30% of it, 20% of it, 40% of it. You feel what I'm saying? So now you're getting money, but you're not getting as much money as you would have. And the people that are actually in control that got the 60 instead of you getting the 60, them niggas is swimming in money right now. You heard? They are literally in the pool with your bread, man.
It's not in Max's bank account. It's in fucking Silky's bank account. It's in Jason, Ronaldo, Lacey's bank account.
And it looks like you're about to try to go get it, buddy. I know at some point Faze was probably going to attempt to do some sort of rebuild and rebrand again. And I'm talking about the organization, of course. Similar to what they did last time, they were going to realize the issues that they had and say that they were going to do better, they were going to do different, etc., etc. But right now, the organization is looking extremely desperate. Instead of rebuilding those relationships, because I actually don't even think it's not salvageable.
I literally just said that. Instead of saying, yo, bro, you know what? Squash all of this. We can start off on a different page. If we were taking your money, if it's true, if we were taking your money, y'all owe zero. Because there are probably floor repairs that is $300,000. Them niggas did a whole bunch of crazy shit in that crib. So I'm pretty sure that's true, the $300,000. Yo, bro, y'all owe zero. Because y'all been taking all this money from the brand deals. Obviously, these niggas talking about, every single one of them talking about they not touching that money game. Somebody got to be lying to that shit.
or wasn't salvageable at least. Maybe they just needed to come together on better terms. What they're doing now is making themselves look worse in front of the eyes of millions of content creators out there. And they're doing that by trying to squeeze every single penny, nickel, dime out of the former members of the group.
They're making
4th of
tacos.
July party, $5 grand?
You know what I just noticed, bro? And this is so sad, bro. I just watched the same thing happen to Stan Lee. I did not know they did that to that old man, gang. Niggas should be ashamed of themselves. Dead ass. Y'all niggas are pitiful, gang. That shit is crazy what they did to Stan Lee. I might even react to that. I might even react to what they did to Stan Lee. That's crazy.
Damn, nah, niggas just running up random bills. All of a sudden, everything costs 10 bands. Bro, what is you saying? 5,000 for the 4th of July? Hell no, nigga. I'm not gonna lie. They gotta catch me.
22,000. They didn't even they said for the Minecraft stream. Like, they didn't even specify, like, did they do anything wrong? Did they go, like, against their contract or something during that?
They are gonna have to send the
They must have said
IRS
something
after
during
my
that.
ass, literally, or the FBI, bro. Send that helicopter, RB. Real shit. Niggas not catching me, bro. Real shit, gang. And everybody just keep quiet. I don't even think they remember my black ass was part of the program. So everybody just chill, okay? Chill. Relax.
Nigga
bro.
said, yeah, everybody putting GG.
Just stay calm. It's all good. I paid my dues. I paid my dues.
bro.
Genuinely. We situated that already.
Faze is one of the clearest examples
Niggas gonna wake up with the biggest bill. Yo, you owe us $700K. Make sure we have that by tomorrow. Yeah, nah, fries game.
of creators turned
I ain't gonna lie.
corporation and why it can go bad. What started as a group of internet personalities quickly turned into contracts, investors, and legal stuff. And once that shift happens, the relationship dynamic changes. Now, I know that there's gonna be somebody in my comment section saying, well, the company did dish out a lot of money, and so they have to recoup these things some way, shape, form, or fashion. And I get it.
Yeah, but like I said, this is my thing. The advertising is wrong. So when you pick up these kids, right? You know their potential. You know they're trying to make something big of their craft. So what you do is that you take advantage of it by giving them the life that they want early. So the free housing, the opportunities to get other brand deals, you know what I'm saying? The popularity to where it's like, you know what I'm saying? They are being that they all did it by themselves. You know what I'm saying? I don't feel like Faze did that. I feel like they all did it by themselves. They worked together to where it was just like they provided good content and they got the views for it, gang. But like the way they advertise shit is so wrong. They make it seem like, yo, bro, it's such a good life. And then after that, yeah, bro, you owe us $2 million. What the fuck are you talking about, gang? What you saying?
Faze organization.
You advertise it as if like niggas didn't gotta pay nothing. You feel what I'm saying? Like, it's no point of advertising it like that when you are Faze. Like, some people just want to join. I remember niggas wanted to join. Yo, back then in like probably like, 2011, 2012, 2010, 2009. Yo, bro, niggas was making montages. Yo, bro, nobody cared about a percentage, gang. They just wanted to be in Faze. Dead ass. They just wanted to be in Faze. Like, they could have got a 199 split, gang.
Never touched any of the content creators' AdSense revenue from their YouTube videos, nor any of their streaming profits, as we've been told. But what about the billions, and I do mean billions of views generated by these clipping pages that have different companies plastered across the bottom? You think that those were just individuals living out of Wisconsin that started up accounts? No. What about the multitude of brand deals that Kason is
This alarm thing is getting me mad, bro. Oh my God, gang.
claiming that they never saw any dollars and cents from, especially due to the fact that they alienated these guys and made them hook up with other brands that they seemingly aligned with by way of, having their leaders represent the brands and being board heads and all this other stuff like that. You don't think that these guys have any sorts of homeowners insurance or renters insurance if they were renting these houses if a floor does get damaged? Come on, guys. These are multi-million-dollar houses, and they're putting young men
That is a fact. That is a fact.
that they know that they're going to throw parties in it. You don't think that
And the funny thing is, I feel like they're going to come up with the craziest bill, or they're going to have the craziest year when it's their last year. I'm telling you, they are going to go through hell with Faze. Faze is going to try to do everything possible to either keep them niggas or to either keep them niggas from having no money. You heard? Those are the two things.
take out some sort of insurance
That's how it
policy
always
on it?
ends.
Hell, you can't have a home without homeowners insurance.
And then after they done, it's kind of like the rebuilding fees, where it's just like, you know what I'm saying? They free now. Now they about to collab with whoever.
To be naive here and get back to the company bootlicking that they once were. These people profited off these little boys, and the Faze guys didn't make money from the YouTube channel, which is probably the least of the concern. But at the end of the day, let's not act as though this company did not profit off of these young men. That's just not how these things work. I can't even say without the corporate intervention that content houses are a big deal. That's why we see a lot of them fail. They look fun on surface level, but when you think about things like leases and property liability, contracts, who's going to cut the grass, who's responsible for any damages, all these different things, it's a big headache in and of itself. Then you add on some
I ain't gonna lie, I feel like personally it could work out, but it's like it's never usually like the people. It's never usually like, I don't know. It's never usually like the people. It always has something to do with like money wise. Yo, it's over 50s, but like always has something to do money wise. It doesn't really have nothing to do with like people wise. Once money really gets involved, like real money touch the table, it's just like something always happens, gang.
big brother overwatching eye.
That's why it's like good that like nobody touches nobody's money. Allow people to like y'all grow together. You feel what I'm saying? Y'all gotta just have a good friendship, gang. Like that's just y'all gotta have a good friend, like a genuine friendship.
Is monitoring how much internet usage and gas is being spent on a monthly basis in order to put some sort of tax on it, then hey, it becomes very nasty very fast. My prediction going forward is I see this happening again and again and again. Not just with the Faze guys. I actually don't think that their saga's over. It's probably going to be some more unsuspecting charges that they did not see coming down the pipeline. Sorry to say, guys.
Bro. Said the same thing, bro. You can see this shit coming from a mile away. That ass, bro. This shit is literally chess. Like, you have to see the move before it happens. You gotta see what the fuck they're doing before it happens. And if you don't, you are fucked, gang. You are fucked, gang. That ass. Like, the way they ripping niggas off in, like, 2026. And the funny thing is that I feel so bad because half of these niggas really... Like, I pray that never happens to me, bro. I really do, like, pray that never happens to me. But... like, the way niggas be getting ripped off is just like, and the funny thing is that they really built, some of these niggas built this shit from the bottom, game, from like 0%. Like, you know how hard it is to like do that, bro? And then somebody just, yeah, bro, fuck your effort, nigga. What are you talking about?